I'm Thierry from FoxInCloud, and today I'd like to show you a new feature that comes with FoxInCloud 2.26, which is the FoxInCloud Web Application Dashboard. You can access it from any of your FoxInCloud applications just by typing FoxInCloud status.xxx, where xxx is your application code that you have chosen. Here it's FoxInCloud status.tutor because we are running on the FoxInCloud live tutorial that you can access online freely as you want. So here we are entering the dashboard. So you can see the dashboard has three main items: application, users, and server. Let's start with the application. First, you know when the application is started, what is the result. Here it's OK. What are the messages that you got from the startup process, which are here, and how many requests you had today, how many in total. You can have the details of the request. If you go here, you will see the log, and if you go here, you will have a detailed view on the errors that you had, and you can go through the errors like this and this and this, and you can navigate. Here we had a small error that we have fixed since now because we were still making new features. So here you are, and you can get back at any time here. Now data is what is in your application data session, and you can see the tables. Here we have an application that runs only with a private data session form, so we have nothing in the application data session except two FoxInCloud internal tables that we can explain maybe later. What is interesting is that you can see all the settings for your application, for your data session here. Like here we are running with a currency of euro, and you can also see the settings, global settings, which are shared by the server and your application. Like here, all these settings that you know, but you can investigate. If you have a doubt, you can see it here. Now, what about the forms? The forms is the live part of your application. That's where all the user requests go. And first, you have a summary of the response time for your application forms. As you see here, the application itself, in average, takes 26 milliseconds to execute. Altogether with the server, it takes 0.44, and together with the internet and the browser, from the user's point of view, it takes 0.9 seconds, which is a fairly good response time. And here you can drill down the details per form. Like here, you can see maybe this, let's say, a data update form. You can have a detailed response time here that you can see. And you can also have some warnings. Like here we have a view that has no records, and it's only a warning for you to interpret. And again, you can see what's inside the data session. For instance, here the currency is no longer euro, it's dollar, because this form runs in a private data session. Okay, now application-wide, you can create some specific screen properties, let's say custom screen properties that we have here, and you can monitor the value. The same for VFP and the same for public variables. In this example, we have a geo app variable, which is a global object for application, and we have just a user property, which is one. You can have more than that if you wish. You can with FoxInCloud, you can use either screen properties, VFP properties, or public variables the way you want. Users. Now currently we have two users on this application, which are here, and you can see how many requests these users have made globally and on the application. And you can, if you want, you can end the session of a specific user. Like here, I'm going to end the session of this user, and here we are. We don't have this user anymore. And if you want to return, you will have to open a new session. Now, that's also a new feature, is the cache history. If your application is licensed based on the number of users to your clients, then you can monitor how many users this client has on this application or on all applications maybe you have on this server for your client. Like here, you can see that we have up to 31 concurrent users on all applications that we have on this server in the month of October. So it's interesting. Also, you can have the average to see how many people use the application on average. So here you can see that we have an average of 9 users on this month, 11 users on this month, and 5 on this one. So interesting data for you to share maybe with your clients. Now for the server itself, we have some basic information like what is the version of FoxInCloud that we run, which is just released, as you can see, 15 minutes ago. What is the machine we run on, and what is the version of Windows we have. And also we have a monitoring on the temp folders to make sure that we don't have too many files accumulating in the temp folders, and how much memory we use. Another tab is the data, which is used by the server itself, which is underneath your application. It's not the application. Application has a separate data session. Here we are in the base data session, which by the way is number 1. And we can see the tables that we use for logging the sessions, the request, everything that is used by the logging process. And here also we can have a view on the settings and a view on the data session settings. Okay, so another interesting feature is that you can specify a given pane on this like here. I'm gonna concentrate not on the forms. Okay, if I do this, then I will go directly to the Forms tab. That can be interesting for you to discuss with your client, and maybe have some direct access for your client to see, maybe like the cache history. You can tell to your client, go to the cache history to see what's going on, and how you deal with the users, and maybe buy me some additional licenses for me to for you to comply with your license agreement. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon on another video, and thank you for watching. Bye.